I don't know what to draw. And I kind of don't remember what I said last week. So we're probably just gonna yap. We'll probably yap. Maybe doodle something. Maybe. I feel like mostly yapping today. Mostly do a little yapping. Maybe. Some doodling. Kind of depends, though. Because I think it would be better if we're just talking, I guess, for today, rather than, like, drawing something, because it do be lagging when I start drawing, so. And I mean, you know, today's more like a day of, hey, let's catch up, whatever, you know, stuff like that. What have you been up to? What are you cooking? I've been disappointed that I can't get birthday ortho this year. I wasted 50 keys and he didn't show up. That makes me sad. Because it's a beautiful card. And ortho keeps getting some of the most pretty outfits ever. And it's just like, man. Why are you like this, ortho? Why you gotta do me so dirty? It's not fair. But yet, that is my favorite character, and I'm going to struggle with that. I mean, maybe next year. Maybe. I had no luck with this Fairy Gala rerun either. So that was kind of sad. But I mean, hey, I have other ortho cards. It's not all that doom and gloom. We're still able to admire the ortho. Let's do a little sketch. Let's see. Maybe an ortho. Mayhaps. I mean, I already drew him, but whatever. We can do, like, silly scribbles, I guess. Just scribbling. Ain't that a nice little scribble? Gonna do that thing where we just continuously clean up the sketch rather than actually do like full-on line art. I don't feel like doing that right now. Let's just treat this a little bit like a pencil drawing. Hello, bestie! How was your weekend, bestie? That's okay. I'm just doing lazy scribbles today. Maybe yap a little bit. I don't really have that much to yap. My weekends are always kind of eh. I was on TikTok a bit too much. Ooh. It was good. How your weekend? Sumo ortho. I didn't get his birthday card. 50 keys and no birthday ortho. I'm crying. Although I do have something I am working on. More of a physical project. As I have many gripes with this Laguna, I keep changing her outfit. Here is what it looks like currently. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it work. Oh no. Puppy sleeps ortho. I know. He doesn't want to show up. He's being mean to me again. Why is ortho so mean to me? But, I started a little project, personal project with Laguna again. I know. There was just something about that first outfit that I'm like, I don't like it, to the point where I've done this. The other, I got the Oasis Laguna, and I'm like, I'm gonna take your skirt and put it on this one. With the niece and the coffee girls after me again. Bruh, for real. But also, I'm painting her bag to match the phone, because I painted her phone blue, and I put, like, some iridescent nail polish on it. Still can't stand Pink Laguna. Yeah. OMG, ortho soon. Hello! Yes, we got ortho soon. I'm retelling the tales of me trying to style this Laguna because I keep changing it so often. I've like redesigned her like hoodie jacket thing. But then I'm like, I don't like this anymore. And then I'm just like, you know what? This is what we're going with. I need to fix the little fishnet things though. Because one of them is kind of like broken. Because I keep watching ortho edits on TikTok, it's so good. Then I see the angst. The joys of being an ortho fan. Nice, thanks. No more eggs for baby boy robot. But yeah, I'm also painting the bag. The bag needs to match the phone because it was, for the longest time, it was not matching the phone. And I also found use for an old, like, hat chain that I had lying around, and I'm gonna use that as, like, the handle for this. But so far, I am just painting it blue, and then I'm gonna have to go over it with the nail polish for the glitter. I adopted him trust. We're taking ortho for ourselves now. Anyways, here's sketch. We'll just have this on in the background while yapping about some personal projects, I guess. Now I can't wait for my birthday buddy. Riddle's up next. I want to try and at least plan our little presentation. Our riddle presentation for after his card comes out. Or at least we get to see what it looks like so I can slap it in there last minute. We might not be able to admire the full outfit on the day of the presentation, but I want it to be there. Like I need to see what he looks like. I want to know what he's gonna wear. I can't wait for Riddle's card. And that's gonna be the last one till we get Jamil, and then we see what the new birthday outfits are gonna be. I'm still hoping for something relating to, like, childhood photos or something. I don't care what the outfit would be, I would just like the idea of, like, the unkept image of the card to have, like, a photo of them when they're, like, a little kid or something. Or, like, birthday memories or something. That'd be cute. Because I don't think they're going to give us, like, full-on, like, here's the character as a kid. But, I mean, we've seen what some of them already looked like when they were younger. We've seen Riddle, Trey, Chenya, Leona, Ruggy, Azul, Malleus, and Silver. They're like the only characters we've seen so far canonically in game and or in the manga as like children. If I remember correctly. I just finished my ortho plush and I'm so proud of it. Oh, that's cute! They all look so good as kids. They're adorable! Baby boy Riddle needs to be saved. Oh my gosh. Yes. He's so precious. He didn't deserve any of that. He's just being a boy. He just wanted strawberry tart. I think Malleus and Silver are the only ones we saw as babies. We saw Chica. Kind of. I guess Chica kind of counts. like Chica, kind of counts. So little Azul. Little eels. But yeah, Malleus and Silver technically are the only ones that we saw as like actual little babies. And Malleus was probably the cutest one. I know he met Mama Leech, but he needs to meet the other mamas. And help bring Eric so Riddle can feel a father's love again. Oh yeah, Chica. Baby Chica is why we know how Beastmen look like as babies. And it's produced some pretty funny art. Then we'll get Jack and Bill. I can't wait to see little Jack as a little puppy. Because when we get to the Pompiore arc in, like, the manga, that's when we're gonna see little kid Jack, because Jack grew up in the same place as Bill. And was, like, the only kid that was nice to Bill. Because all the other kids were like, oh, you're the bad guy on the TV show, we don't like you. And Jack's the only one who's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch TV. And Jack still be taller. I mean, I get Mr. Shroud too, but no, I need Eric. Yes. Eric Venue, the chillest of dads. I think Mr. Shroud is a bit, he's got Ida personality issues. He doesn't seem like the most sociable in comparison to Mama Shroud, who seems like the more, like, not normal, but more, like, will be social kind of a character. Even if it's, like, forcing you to listen to whatever she's rambling about for hours. Like, that's the personality I get from the parents. Mr. Shroud is like, I don't want to be here. Mama Shroud is like, I am here, you're going to listen to me anyway. Even if it has nothing to do with what we're here for. You see a lot of people see the Pamu to be a female, but I always see Pamu as a guy. They need to mirror the Overblack boy. Mama Shroud gonna hug Riddle to death. I don't know. I feel like at this point they've kind of set a pattern. So, yeah. I don't think they're gonna do another female character, because the Scarabia U is female, which means that the next one's gonna be a guy if they keep up the pattern. Which means that Ignihide's U might be a woman, and then the final U is gonna be a guy again. Probably. If they decide to keep up with the pattern, because so far it seems like they're keeping up with a pattern. I saw someone say that if you gets married, that half one of the staff or Grim, but I say I need Eric to walk you down the aisle. Eric Venue, best dad. I still want, like, another ocean-related event just so we can see what, Papa Leech looks like. We know he exists. I just want to see what he looks like. I want to see the eel's parents. Or maybe an event for Trey, but we get to see both his parents. Because I think so far, Trey's like one of the only characters that has both of his parents, and they seem to live in a very healthy marriage. All the other characters, I'm not sure. I need a nun. What? I'm assuming that's a typo. I'm trying to figure out what you wrote. Yeah, I think Trey seems to have, like, the most stable parents so far. They own a business. They seem to still be married. I don't know about, like, the other characters that have both of their parents around. I mean, I guess Azul, too, but, like, I mean, he never knew his dad. He has a stepdad. But I guess he still has a healthy parental relationship. They, them, you. Okay. You're trying to write non-binary. That would be interesting. But I don't know if they'll commit to something like that, because, I mean, the game kind of treats the player character sort of like that. I don't know. Trey got his siblings. Yeah, Trey has younger siblings. So does Jack. I guess Jack also seems to have a healthy family as well. He seems to have both parents and younger siblings as well. I see people say that his stepdad would be a shark, which I guess would fit. I think they said that Azul's stepdad was just a regular merman. It's just that he's a lawyer, so... But it would be funny if he was a shark merman. that would be perfect. But we never saw him. I think we only kind of got a bit of what his grandmother kind of looked like. But we didn't get like a full illustration. I think. I don't know, I feel like that was something that was in the manga. But I could be misremembering something. But I'm pretty sure they said that his dad is just a regular merman. Would it be funny if he was a shark merman because he's a lawyer? Like, it would work so well. If we get an ocean event, I need Azul's parents or another family. Or I need something kind of Floyd-themed if Papa Leech is there. Since the wedding is about Jade. Yeah. I like how the event was all about Jade's lifelong dream of flipping over a boat. Because that's kind of what it was. It was like, finally, the opportunity for me to flip over a boat. I've been dreaming of this moment since I was a child. And then he finally gets to do it. It's like, I know Floyd isn't here anyway, but this will do. I get to live out my childhood dream. And be successful at it. Because apparently it's like, oh, they never successfully flipped over the boat. At least, like, the other times where they have, like, the eel flipping over the boat tradition or whatever, but then Jade's like, nah, I'm going for it. Jade's like, I ain't gonna be polite, I'm flipping this thing over. Like, we gotta take this seriously. And I feel like you could probably throw in Azul and Floyd for like a new underwater themed event because you wouldn't have to necessarily give them new outfits. They could just kind of be there. Kind of like Kaleem in the Scalding Sand hometown event with Jamil. He was kind of just there. He just didn't get an outfit because it was like, oh, I'm busy. But he was there. I know Jaden Floyd said that it's just them, his parents and their grandmother, but I need them to see him. I need to see a distant relative, have it be an electric eel. Yes, electric eels are in the movie. In The Little Mermaid, Ariel's beginning, and the twist does do the sequels in tiny ways. Yes, they do. I'm surprised they haven't made mention of at least the Ariel's sequel movie so far. But I feel like if you're gonna do another Little Mermaid themed event, having a little nod to the sequel movie would be perfect for Floyd or Azul. Although it would have been cool if Azul actually had a step sibling or something. In reference to the fact that Ursula has a crazy sister. I think it's funny because we have Jamil having a sibling, which connects to, I think, either one of the sequel movies or the Aladdin TV show where Jafar has a sister. But we don't have that for Azul. Not even like a step sibling. Just Azul's an only child. Kind of funny to think about. Because I feel like most people probably don't know either of them villains had siblings. The Little Mermaid, Ariel's beginning. Okay, yeah, I've read that. They're distant cousins having 5 younger siblings since there's 6 eels shown. That'd be fun. Have Azul have an adopted sibling, or his mom has given birth to a baby, sister, or brother. Yeah, they haven't mentioned it anyway. Because I feel like he would have like a half sibling at this point or something. I know I've seen fan characters for Azul's sibling being based off of Morgana. And I've seen so many people make Azul have a baby sister. That'd be so cute. That'd be adorable, actually. Especially because Azul spent his childhood being the only child. So it's like, oh, well, now you have a younger sister. Be nice. And they won't know they're cousins until they see the black strip in the hair. That'd be interesting. I mean, it's kind of fun to talk about, like, the characters and, like, oh, how many other relatives could we see? But I feel like practically they'd only be able to introduce, like, one family member at a time for some of these events. But, I feel like once you have the characters created, then you can start kind of using them as, like, extras in other events or for other parts of the story. It's like, I know for a fact that practically they probably won't be able to introduce, like, all the extra relatives and stuff like that. At least in the game. But I feel like the manga is, like, a great excuse to kind of show off some of the other characters' family members. I guess one relevant, pretty much. Now I need Riddle's dad, because it's clear he's still living by Riddle's dream. Yeah. I get the impression they had a nasty divorce, and at some point Riddle's dad is he's just gone. He's living somewhere else. He has his own house somewhere. Barely gets any custody of Riddle. That's the vibes I get so far from what little we know of Riddle's home life. It seemed like he was young enough to remember when they were happy. Sort of. But he was also young enough to remember that they weren't very happy all the time. Like, his memories of his parents being kind of normal seem to be very distant. And most of his early childhood is just them constantly not getting along. Poor baby. I do wonder what kind of Riddle lore we'll get for his card. We'll get anything. Still need to go and actually read Orthos. I just know that his birthday buddy is Appel in that card. It's like, I want to see how they interact. I don't think we saw them interact that much before. I don't remember if they're in the same classes or not. I think Ortho's the only one who doesn't share a class with any of the first years. I want Papa Leech to learn to be mean to others but his boys and wife. And the only one he will adore is you, and he will eventually call them shrimp. And you know, it would be a jackpot if you got in the Grumpy's good side. Yeah, we get to win over Papa Leech. Mama Leech was already sold. Papa Leech is the one you gotta win over by just being yourself. Like, well, you ain't as bad as I thought you were, kid. I can see it now. That would be funny. I like that. Like, I really want to see a design for Papa Leech, actually. Because I think it'd be funny if he looks nothing like Jaden Floyd, and Jaden Floyd get their looks from their mother. And that'd be pretty funny. I see Papa Leech not even say Jade or Floyd's name. He just calls them my babies. Or he has nicknames for them. And that could be where Floyd picks up on the nicknames or something. There's, their dad just calls them silly nicknames. Oh, that'd be adorable. My boys. My babies. My little criminals. Oh wait, and Azul. I see Papa Leech call Azul Zuzu, which annoys Azul. But he says nothing. I think the Leech parents adore Azul. I know they mentioned that their mother is like dotes on Azul a lot, and I think it's funny. Because I remember like part of the reason why Azul doesn't want to go with Jade is because their mom kind of creeps him out. Or like the mom is like annoying to him and he's like, I don't want to go. Your mother keeps trying to spoil me. I don't like it. Here we have a bonus account. He's seen some things. I also see Floyd getting his "you must eat" worry from his dad, because I would see Papa Leech wanting Azul to eat. I think that's also what their mother does. Whenever they see Azul. It's like, I must spoil Azul. I think that's also what Azul says too. If I remember the event correctly. Mama Leech is very much has a lot of hospitality to her guests. She'll get offended if you do not eat her food. No way, Papa Leech wouldn't call you shrimp. He'd call them baby number 3. Baby number 1 and 2 are Jade and Floyd. And it'd be even funnier if for Jade and Floyd they're always flip-flopping between 1 and 2, depending on who's near. Papa Leech would hate Grim. He finds Grim annoying. I feel like he'd come around, though. He'd come around eventually. Like, maybe he's not so bad after all. He's still a little annoying. But I accept it. I'm gonna turn this into like a dead-headed pal who just woke up. It looks like he has no idea where he is. Here he is in his little pajamas. No thoughts. Head empty. You are baby number 3, pet, so you're okay. Grim is the pet that gets accepted later on. Like, I don't want no pet. And then later on, like, the next couple days later, the dad and the pet are like BFFs. Like, we ain't getting no pet. They become best friends. I feel like yapping again. Yapping about Twisted Wonderland predictions. I want the next birthday outfits to be related to childhood memories. Or at least the theming, because, like, the outfits, I don't really know what they would pick for, like, the actual outfit theme, but I want, like, the card story themes to be, like, around some childhood memories or something. Because I feel like it would be fun to have, like, a card illustration where it's, like, you get to see what they looked like when they were younger. I feel like we need actual official art of some of the characters when they're younger, because we don't have that many. And Baby Riddle is adorable. Papa Leech only smiles to his loved ones. And Azul. And you. No one else will see his smile. Azul is like an official member of the Leech family at this point. They've adopted him too. Azul has 2 sets of parents. Malleus is just egg. That would be funny. But I kind of want to see more like baby dragon Malleus. Or at least by the time Malleus was able to turn into like a human-looking form, because I think that'd be cute too. Silver with blonde hair. I mean, as cute as that would be, Silver would still have the silver hair. Because once he was like adopted by Lilia and the blessing and all that, his hair was silver. Bye, bestie. I think this was like a good little yap time. I need to kind of call it anyway, because the laptop is kind of I don't want to go too far over an hour right now. But yeah, we got to doodle a little bit. We got to yap a little bit. That was fun. Now I will continue to work on Laguna's bag. I'll probably share updates about that tomorrow. Bye-bye!